process of elimination.
You got it. He's got it.
I haven't fixed it, but I know what's breaking it, which is half the battle.
Yeah,
We gone live?
I have. Yo! Do, 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 do. How's it going? Hope you're having a good Friday. So we're going to flip. So, let's mark up. What time we got? I like the 10 a.m. candle. We're going for 10 a.m. 10 a.m. candle. Not long. Timeline's not long. Not long, not long. It's just figuring, we're just fixing some bugs. Just fixing some bugs. Just fixing some bugs. It's mainly just the signals, like the strategy and everything else is there. It's just making sure all the signals follow all the confluences as well. So beautiful flip of the 4 hour, right? Here's our 4 hour open and our 1 hour. You can see this is our 4 hour actually. Here is our 4 hour. This is our 1 hour. So rejection actually, you'd expect a rejection back up at the 4 hour level, right? This candle here could have been your open, your entry. So you could have gone like this, stop above this candle. Reason being is because if you look at this bearish, look at this volume, right? See how the volume steps up and is above average. So we got above average volume. So buyers stepped in, weren't able to move the candle. So you get a large wick rejection from our 4 hour, which has just taken the low and flipped bearish. Buyers stepped in trying to push it out and couldn't. The next volume is lower, which is bearish, and you can see with less volume it was able to move down and take out the low of that. So that gives you good sort of backing of volume for trade. And then obviously you've got your daily level below, right? So there's our previous 4 hour inside our daily. You can see it's there, right? So you've got your daily level and your previous 4 hour. So target wise, is take the retest. If you want to take the retest, you can have a large stop if you want to have a large stop. And target's just going to be that previous 4 hour. 4 hour to 4 hour. And done. Right? And done. And now we might bounce from here back to here. We are waiting on our... So we've got our Asia low. It's got a London low, Asia low. Previous New York low. We'll get rid of that now. We've been through that. Previous day low. And we've got our previous day high. Right? So we still haven't taken previous day high. So we're still inside yesterday's range. What's gold looking like? And there you go. There's the tap from the 4 to the 4. Rejection. Back to it. Right? We expect the rejection and possibly to come through this daily. Come see if we can touch this low. Maybe come from London lows now. What's gold look like? Gold finger. Looks bullish. Let's have a look. Getting a large buying up of this wick. So I think this 4 hour zone could come into play for gold. So either trading from or if we get a new 4 hour, I mean obviously we've just flipped this bullish, so you can see you've got your bearish move down, or your chop, change of character really. Not a market structure shift, it's more a chop. Not sure that's spelled right, it's not got a U, is it? It's just like that. So we're coming down through this range. Take off 4 hour high, current 4 hour low. So we've come back into the 50%. So structure-wise, bearish. Here's some examples of like that bearish flip, right? So come bearish, flip, retest, drop. Same thing, we come above, right? This is our wick. We're bearish. When we come below, tap, drop, and we retrace, come back up, have a little bullish hour. We're still bearish inside this leg. New hour starts, top wick, breaks, previous level, retest, drop. Same again. And now we change character and potentially seeing that corrective phase back up into the range, which obviously can go bullish like it did yesterday. Fucking flipped, didn't it? What day was it? Yeah, look. Oh, see you later. But then on, you look at this range, we did a similar thing, right? Look at these taps. Look at them. It's just ding of fucking beauty. Hello, hello. Yes, yes, yes. Fucking genius. Ah. Oh. Anyway. I think it just depends on where your stop is, right? Because overall, potentially we're bearish, right? Some big 4-hour candles, and that was quite an indecisive 4-hour candle. Wick at the bottom, wick at the top, and we took the low. So I'd still rather be in a short than a long. All right, absolute 4-hour. This 4-hour range this week has been on fire. We come up, come back to the middle range, reject, come back to the top of the range, come back to the previous 4-hour, potentially come back again. Just fucking sick. Sick. So I'm waiting for a new 4-hour candle. And then what we've got is, we've got our immediate draw. Right, so that's our immediate draw on liquidity. Yeah, I love the 4-hour. 4-hour formation is great. It's a beautiful retracement. If we were to load up another 4-hour candle on here, right? You can see that previous 4-hour alpha zone. Previous 4-hour alpha zone. So you can see how we're kind of built up around this level. And then we've got our daily candle, which this is our daily alpha zone. So we started off bearish and then we flipped it and went bullish. Right, so our low went bullish, came back, flipped, went bullish. This was a previous 4-hour from last night's session. Held that for a while, had a nice rejection down, came back through. So the next 4-hour candle is the highest probability candle on NQ, gold, CL, has the highest probability stats. Like crazy good stats. Not sure. We got the 4-hour. Got it in group. Let's see if it's this one. Let's get rid of the candles. Oh. So the strategy I've been creating for YouTube, which is the New York session, is not a strategy that I normally trade, because I don't normally trade New York. I normally trade sort of this session till about here, but I want to trade New York, and this 4-hour candle is part of this new strategy that I've been working on. with the alpha boxes and everything else. So this 4-hour candle is built around that strategy, and I'll show you why. Right. So we got our 4-hour zone. It's currently set to 10 a.m. So you can see it's taking that. Oh, hang on. This is the owly one. No, don't want that one. Four. Maybe it's this. We're on 10 a.m. 2. Oh, hang on. We want candle 5. Right. So it's our 5th 4-hour candle. Let's just break it into 4 at the moment. So we got 4 1-hour candles, right? What did I just do? Yeah. So we've had 11 bullish 4-hour candles and 3 bearish candles. 11 bullish, 3 bearish. Right, so 11 bullish, 3 bearish, 10 4-hour candles. I wrote that wrong, sorry. So total of 14 there. What you can see is the last 10 times that we've been bullish, the low has been in the first hour. So when we've had that breakout, this has been the low 91% of the time. And I know what you're going to say. It's not a lot of data. Okay, 315 bullish candles, 78% of the time on a bullish 4-hour candle, our low is in the first hour. 78, almost 80% of the time in that first hour, boom, our low's in for that 4-hour candle. And when bearish, you can see it's 75%. So it's got a huge probability of setting that 4-hour scene. It's the highest stats for any 4-hour candle in NQ is that 10 a.m. candle, right? Huge. So from 10 a.m. on New York time, (10 a.m.) You have a lot in the first hour, right? So let's have a look at it into half an hour segments. So we got in the first half an hour. So you can see in the first half an hour, there's still a 63% probability of the low and the high being in the first half an hour of that 4-hour candle. And that's based over 315 individual. This is 315 trading days. So it's a total of 500 trading days. So there's over a year's worth of data of every 10 a.m. candle that is showing you the statistics based at 63% of the time in the first half an hour we're going to have our low in a bullish day. It's the cleanest 4-hour candle you're going to get. And it is like that on NQ. It's like that on gold. I think CL's the same. CL slightly lower. Still pretty good. ES. Pretty similar. E, 61%, 64%. So, if we know that this 4-hour is our highest probability 4-hour candle to trade, we just need then a particular setup around this 4-hour. Introduce alpha boxes, introduce key levels with probabilities, and you got the golden goose.
So called alpha boxes.
Alpha zones. Oh, it's just had to be them picking in the background. And this is what we've got. Our first draw of our 10EA candle is what? It's the previous 1-hour candle, right? So if we load up a load of 1-hour candles, we've got, let's do the last 10. Right. So, did the previous candle break the high and low, or break the low or the high of the previous candle? Yes, it did. Did this candle break the high or low? Yes, it did. Did it break a higher low? Yes, it did. Did it break higher low? Yes, it did. Did it break higher low? Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. It means that every hour, virtually one of the most common things that you can expect is either the high or the low of the previous candle is going to go. Right? So if we look at that on the 1-hour, and then we do the same thing on the 4-hour, right? Did we take yes? Did we take yes? No. Inside bar. Inside bar. It's an extremely big candle. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. So in this 4-hour, what can we expect? We can expect to either take the low or the high. Sometimes both. However, a lot of the time, it is just one. Oh no, you're going to miss your song. See you later, buddy.
See you later, speak to you later.
Alright. So, slamming doors. So our first draw is our previous high and low on the 1-hour, right? That's our previous draw. Our 1-hour and our 4-hour are virtually the same today. See this level that we've been rejecting against? The previous 4-hour now, right? Previous 4-hour. What if we get a break, draw, previous day high, possibly, right? Or, what have we got? Bim, 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 bim. Break the lows, retest. London, Asia, New York, blah, blah, blah. Previous levels. What's interesting is that we failed to take, we came all the way down and failed to take this low. Right? We failed to take the low. Sell signal would have played out. Our market structure is bearish. I can't show too much because we're still working on it. Not finished. It's nearly finished, it's just not quite finished. Higher time frame's bearish. So while we're holding this level, we still expect potential draws below. London low, Asia low, right? Previous 4 hour ended what? Bearish. So our previous 4 hour, well, just closed bearish. I mean, that's pretty solid rejections, right? From that previous 4 hour zone. Holds it, comes up to the previous 4 hour, rejects, down to the previous 4 hour, comes up, holds it, starts rejecting, back to the previous day, doesn't take the low, potential, break up, retest, draw on highs, previous day high. So we've just wicked the top, so we didn't have a wick on the 4 hour. We just came straight down. So potential top wick if we are going to go bearish. Or nice break up. Be careful of this zone. Bearish volume kicking in. Potential trap buyers buying the breakout. And we flush now for the draw on the lows, London low and Asia low. Let's see. Hey Dean. That is a beautiful rejection. And a lovely push. It has been a pretty rangy start to most New York sessions this week. And then a little bit of time in, we tend to have some sort of cleaner price action as well. So if we look at yesterday's, you won't be able to see the alpha boxes yesterday. Where is it? Yeah, so this was yesterday, right? 4 hour open, we were bullish. There was previous 4 hour down here. We got nearly an hour in, new hour started, boom, we went off on a nice trend, right? It's been like that for last couple of days. No rush. Algo will be joining eventually, but yeah, right now, no. Trying to make it as simple as possible. And I think for a lot of times the algo, and that's why we're putting in like signals as well to help people know when they should, when they can enter, stuff like that if they want to use it. But then behind it is a strategy so that you can learn to sort of trade it yourself as well if you want to. I tried to make it as simple as possible, and I think kind of support and resistance and the concept anyway around candle structure is what I believe in. Well, Steve, I will tell you. So, you want the 2 a.m. and the 6, so it'd be the previous before this one. I'll switch it to an hour, just makes it easier to see clearly in the stats. And I'll go up to the 30-minute again. You can see the probabilities drop dramatically. Right? 38%, 32% of the high and low. Pretty even. Pretty even, pretty even. Let's go back a candle again. A little bit better, right? So we're still 55% in our first hour. This is our 2 a.m. candle. And you can see, we've also got this for individual hour stats. So, and group stats as well. I think it's this one, or it's this one. Nearly released them, they'll be coming out soon. So you can do the same thing again on a specific candle. That's the one. So he's saying, like, we say the 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is the 9th candle, so it's the 8 a.m. candle. If we drop it down to 6 and go back down to the 5-minute, you can see the statistics for that specific hour. Right, so you've got individual hour tracking and then specific 4-hour candle tracking as well. Candle 5 is our highest probability statistics for a 4-hour candle, which is our 10 a.m. candle. Let's have a little look. If we turn off market structure, yeah. Oh, it's because it's set to 2 as well, I think. Range candle 1. Yeah, that's right. 4. Do. Anyway, we're right inside this, still inside the range anyway, the current 4-hour, right? So currently developing. So you've seen why we're trading this candle. Highest probability of the day. looking fairly good. Struggling to come down though. As much as we're rejecting from these levels, we're getting further and further away from our daily level. I think this is kind of key area, right? It's the daily. It's been our daily level. If we can flip this, then we got some good potential targets. Even this low. Rain. Yeah, so when I was trading full time, it was just trading London, and I used to do 9 o'clock UK time, 9:30 UK time till 12, and then that's all I traded pretty much for nearly a year. And then I had another baby. I got pulled back into a business I own. It's just made trading very difficult. Because even during my session, I just get phone calls and messages and client meetings all the time. Drives me nuts. So trading's pretty back burner at the moment for me. But I absolutely love trading. It's where I want to be in the future, long term for myself, and I love creating and being innovative. So MaxAlgo's helped me to be innovative in the market, right, and to be involved, to help create things that don't exist, that help traders. A lot of the time you see that things don't get released by me because I'm not happy with it yet. The way I put it is like, I'd have to be happy taking the signals. I'd have to be happy taking the trades before I'd even let someone else go near it. And a lot of the time it's just like little tweaks. Signals are the hardest thing. So like inside the group, when we're talking obviously about stats and probability, like the confluences are great, right? The confluences are brilliant. Knowing the probability that when we take this low, this is going to be our high, distribution down to this level, right? All these sort of probabilities are amazing. Where a lot of people struggle is execution, right? How do I get into the trade? When do I get into the trade? How do I then manage the trade? How do I ensure I only take the right trades and not too many of the other trades? So that's what it is. But we're all working on a lot of stuff. We're developing an AI to help around the model as well. So like you can take a screenshot or on your camera phone, right? Upload it to the AI and it will talk through the model, talk through the rules, talk through the potential entries. Basically be your like trade analyst, and then you're the execution. But there's a lot of people who just want to trade this time, right? So it's a very different time, a very different price action to when London is, right? Where volume's low. Very, very different. So yeah. When we fail to take this low here, and we keep failing to make lowers, I thought we might have a break. So last few weeks we've gone, well, last few days we've confirmed sort of a few times. So got to be prepared to take a loss if it's not playing out, but that's fine. Nice volume on the breakout, right? So we had volume increase on the breakout candle. Problem is like stop wise, probably going to have to be, you know, tap back in, reject, but you know, like really, do we want to? We could kind of go like this, looking for our higher draw. It's quite a tight stop, 5.6. So you know, you could spread it out and give yourself a little bit more room. Not much structure in the move up, that's all. You know, if you wanted to be really aggressive just for 1 hour, right? Covered the previous support. We've got our draw up here. Right, let's see what happens when we come back. Do, 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 do. 1 minute, 2 minutes, flip bullish. Shit, what have I logged in here now? Hang on. Oh, come on. Give me a sec. Hold. Hold. No way. So market structure is bearish, right? It is a break here though. It's just whether that is a fake. Inch and see whether the signal still stays. Signal's still staying. Not sure though. You're gonna hold. So remember, right now, this because of the size of this 4-hour candle or 4-hour range is all of this middle bit as well. Nice. Here's the volume, area potential. Good volume kicking in here though. Let's see. Or is this going to be a trap buyers, right? People step in, start buying. Candle flips. Let's see. So right now there's more sellers, but the candle's still bullish. So we could take a little tap back in and a go off this. Ah! There's the volume kicking in. You can get the tap, but doesn't matter. So we have got a couple of draws, obviously areas to be concerned about here. And give me a second. Hello? Sorry about that. So yeah, a couple of areas to watch for on the way up. Point is, we've got this area, right? So we're kind of expecting either we're going to come and take long, we could take this low, reject, and then take for our draw below. Right? So we got one or the other. Got our draw low and our draw high. This is our immediate. It's not often you get a 4-hour candle that is a 4-hour candle that doesn't at least take the high and low of the hour. Now the only problem is that is the current 4-hour high and low as well. Usually it's not. So straight through that volume. And then there's the flip. Tap back in. And all along. Now all along, right? Signal's been bearish. Market structure's bearish. This is the system that we're looking to follow. And the question is, are you better than the system, right? Long term, the goal is to be a better trader. The other side is, again, just wait, have a bit of patience for this to play out again, like it has done this week. Yeah, it took the first hour before we then got our direction. And it was the same. Where's our 10 a.m.? Where is it? Have I gone past? Oh, no, keep going. Fucking hell, it's hot in here. Right, same thing, yeah. So 10 a.m. First 4 hour. Still a bit messy. Right, and then we got the break of that new hour. This is our previous hour low, previous hour high. So this is your first draw. And then, yeah. So this week has been playing better for the patience. Waiting for a little bit of time for the 4 hour to play out. And this computer's so slow. I normally trade over there. It's died. Oh, come on. That's the sort of thing that we're looking for. That break, retest, go. Beautiful trade on gold. Are we back up and working? Yes. So back to our daily. So half past, so if you remember in this 4 hour, 65% of the time, we have our high and low, right? So if we come and take this low now and take the 9 a.m. low as well, then this is good probability to be our high now for the next 4 hours. There we go. So we've taken the low. First half an hour. This gives us our potential 4-hour high. And then we've got London, Asia, internal, and New York levels as well. We're still currently on the daily though. Let me just have a check on gold. Market structure's bullish, but overall's bearish. So our corrective, our continuation. Yeah. So nice break. Is it just using 4 hours? Yeah, choose 1 hour. See, there's too many, but we can limit. We've still got a couple more things to enter in. Yeah. Was it open? Above or below the open? As well. I think for gold. There you go. They stay. That one stays. Yes, anyway. Should be using the 4 hour on NQ, that's what I need to be looking at. Not the hourly. So perfect signal in the end. Coming back up to our daily. So again, this is where we could then look for our retest. And then we've got our London lows, internal liquidity, potentially. Although I just don't trust, I don't trust The signals have been impeccable over the last 2 days. So I'd wait just in case we come back up. Nice rejection. Oh shit, sorry. And that's basically what you're looking for, is your first draw, your high and low. You're looking for 2 shots basically at the trades, obviously with signals and without signals. And depending on which draw gets taken, gives you which probability of levels we expect to hit, right? So we tap London. Ages are still our current daily low as well. So this is basically what we're looking to do. Our 10 AM candle, our draw, and then potential liquidity probabilities using our alpha zones to help us with directional trades. And then our signals, although these might not be the ones, working on 2 at the moment, to help us in the trade, right? So stop above the high. Your first draw is your day, is your low. Your second is London, Asia, internal, New York, and then previous day low. And that's your model for 10 AM. Based off of the 10 AM stats, right? Let's just clean it up a bit. So nice bounce off of that 4-hour level, straight back up into our daily, reject off of our daily, down towards our draw. Give me a second. This is my issues. Right, I have a child trapped outside my house. I need to go and get her. This is a problem with kids. But I hope you like the introduction to the model, why we're doing it, how it's going to work, and then how you can use it and trade with it, right? So some clear levels to trade off. Market structure was bearish, so when we load up our market structure, we can see that we are bearish, right? So market structure came up, broke the low, high, low, resistance level, reject, 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 new 4 hour, in line with our structure, we get a sell signal, we take our initial draw gives us our directional bias, tap off the daily, which is our previous daily level and previous 4 hour. You can see inside that 4 hour. After tapping our previous 4 hour as well, and then through to our key levels, and we still have our internal liquidity left, which is this one, but all profits should have been taken through the levels anyway, trailing with either trailing the low, the highs, or when you get close to target, just trail the high of the previous candle. But yeah, so that's new daily low, 4 hour high. This is now our daily high. This draw becomes our daily high. We don't expect this to go now. Obviously it can on rare occasions when we get a choppy day, but otherwise we expect for the next 4 hours at least for this high to hold. Right? So we expect this 4 hour high to hold now. And quite often we will come back up to this daily, this 4 hour, get another rejection, get another continuation. So there's lots of trades potentially through the next 4 hours that you can catch. Yeah, man, I hope you have a good weekend. Honestly. Why did I have 4 children? They're just crazy, crazy, crazy busy. Apologies, can't stay on longer, but I need to go and sort her out. I hope this gives you a good idea, though, of the introduction of what I've been working on, and T's been working on in the indicators and helping to get it all ready. But yeah, it's absolutely shit hot, and I love it. It's really, really good. It's been amazing on gold. We've just had a crazy good couple of days on gold. Out of the hourly. It's just been mega good. Loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. I think like, where were we? Do we have market structure on? Just some crazy good shorts out of the levels. And then yesterday, I was down here, wasn't I? Where did I get that entry? Here. This was my entry yesterday. Right? Here. Out of this flip of this 1 hour. Absolute stonks all the way. All the way. But yeah, when we'll nearly finished and we'll have it all out, but the actual model, you've obviously got the support and resistance, and 2 is bad enough. Yeah, right, I know. So you got your support and resistance, and the whole point of this is a candle flip, right? So you have to think about this, that if this previous candle's bearish, then we can expect a potential wick. This is our zone where the candle flips from bullish to bearish, and then obviously we don't just go straight bearish. We'll often come down, retrace back up, come back down, and this is where you get your entry. So it's all around candle formation, right? Bearish candle, so we expect potentially a continuation of a bearish candle. We put in our top wick, we flip, and then go bearish, right? come back, reject. So that is the concept of alpha zones, then added in with the model of that 4-hour 4-hour candle being our highest probability with our levels to target. It's going to be all documented though. CL holding nicely on the daily, the 4-hour. Just flip this 4-hour bullish as well. Potentially, we've still got that. We've taken the previous 1 hour. 4 hours bullish though, so we could see a flip and a go for this. Anyway, take care guys. Have a nice weekend. See you next week.